Granny's charming English cottage in blue and white, vintage decor with thrifted, treasured finds. Introduction. Granny's charming English cottage in blue and white is a masterclass in vintage decor, where every corner tells a story through textures, colors, and the warm patina of thrifted treasures. Walking through each space feels like stepping into a carefully composed painting, balanced, harmonious, and lovingly arranged. The welcoming blue and white entryway. The welcoming blue and white entryway sets the tone for the entire home, featuring a pale blue front door with a soft satin finish, flanked by white painted wood paneling that reflects natural light. The floor, clad in warm honey oak, is softened by a faded blue Persian rug. A petite antique console table holds a ceramic lamp with a white pleated shade, casting a gentle glow that makes the entry feel both bright and inviting.
Before we dive back into the previous video, take a moment to subscribe to the Vintage and Rustic Decor YouTube channel if you haven't already. Your support helps us continue sharing beautiful inspirations filled with timeless charm, rustic warmth, and vintage elegance. Don't forget to also like the video and leave a comment, whether it's your thoughts, favorite pieces, or ideas you'd love to see next. Every like, comment, and subscription truly helps our creative community grow and keeps the spirit of vintage and rustic living alive.
A cozy sitting room with thrifted charm. A cozy sitting room with thrifted charm centers around two plump armchairs upholstered in a pale blue floral fabric, arranged near a low white painted coffee table with turned legs. Layered textiles, from lace doilies to knitted throws, infuse the room with warmth, while potted ivy plants soften the edges of the space. The timeless cottage fireplace mantle. The timeless cottage fireplace mantle is a focal point painted in creamy white with carved detailing. Blue and white porcelain vases, some holding sprigs of fresh lavender, are arranged alongside framed botanical prints. The combination of soft blue tones, warm brass, and textured natural elements creates a balanced and inviting vignette. toile upholstery and accents. Patterned blue toile upholstery and accents bring a touch of refined elegance to the living space. A high-back armchair in classic toile features pastoral scenes, its crisp blue lines standing out against the creamy backdrop. This pairing of structured pattern with soft, tactile elements makes the room feel both tailored and approachable. Vintage wood furniture in painted white finishes. Vintage wood furniture in painted white finishes anchors the home in cottage tradition. A round pedestal table in the corner is styled with a blue checked tablecloth, while its scrolled legs peek through, revealing the craftsmanship beneath the paint. The slightly worn finish speaks of years of use, adding depth and authenticity. The cottage-style kitchen with open shelving. The cottage-style kitchen with open shelving features white painted cabinetry, natural wood countertops, and rows of open shelves lined with neatly stacked dishware. Blue and white transfer, where plates stand upright against the wall, framed by white beadboard paneling. A large farmhouse sink beneath a sash window brings in natural light, while a pair of vintage glass pendant lights with brass fittings hangs overhead. Blue and white dishware display as decor. Blue and white dishware display as decor transforms a functional necessity into an art form. A small wooden ladder leans against the wall for easy access, its aged finish adding rustic contrast. The subtle variations in glaze and design create visual interest while maintaining a cohesive color scheme. This curated arrangement feels intentional yet relaxed, embodying the charm of collected pieces over time. Antique brass lighting with soft glow. Antique brass lighting with a soft glow adds warmth and elegance throughout the cottage. Table lamps with pleated fabric shades rest on sideboards, while wall sconces illuminate framed prints and mirrors. The rich patina of the brass contrasts beautifully with the cool blue tones, preventing the palette from feeling too cold. Every fixture seems to tell its own story, a piece of history brought back to life. Layered rugs on warm wood flooring. Layered rugs on warm wood flooring create depth and comfort underfoot. A jute base rug anchors the seating area, topped with a faded blue kilim that introduces subtle pattern and color. The natural warmth of the oak floorboards peeks through in places, their surface gently worn by time. These layers not only add texture, but also define individual zones within the open plan layout. Charming blue floral curtains and window dressings. Charming blue floral curtains and window dressings frame the cottage's sash windows, adding a romantic flourish. White wooden rods with decorative finials support the panels, while sheer lace under curtains diffuse the daylight. In the kitchen, cafe curtains in the same fabric hang halfway up the window, preserving privacy without blocking the view of the garden. These details bring cohesion and a touch of whimsy to the entire home. quaint dining nook with mismatched chairs. A quaint dining nook with mismatched chairs exudes effortless charm. A round pedestal table sits in the center, painted in a slightly chipped white finish. Surrounding it are 4 different chairs, 2 in natural wood, 1 in distressed blue, and 1 in crisp white, all unified by plump seat cushions and a coordinating blue gingham. Above, a small wrought iron chandelier hangs low, adding intimacy to the space. A blue enamel pitcher filled with daisies acts as a cheerful centerpiece. Weathered sideboards and console tables. Weathered sideboards and console tables line the hallways and living areas, serving as both functional storage and display surfaces. One sideboard holds an assortment of blue glass bottles, their translucent tones catching the light. Another features stacks of vintage books topped with a delicate lace runner. The furniture's distressed paint and time-worn hardware add a layer of history, grounding the softer decorative elements in something substantial. Soft linen and cotton textures in the bedroom. Soft linen and cotton textures in the bedroom create a restful sanctuary. The bed is dressed in a white quilted coverlet layered with blue ticking striped pillow shams and a knitted throw at the foot. A small painted nightstand holds a ceramic lamp and a stack of vintage novels, while a braided rug in muted blue tones warms the floor. Every textile invites touch, making the space feel serene and inviting. Botanical prints and nature-inspired wall art. Botanical prints and nature-inspired wall art adorn the walls, bringing an organic element into the home. Framed ferns, pressed flowers, and watercolor studies of wildflowers are arranged in gallery-style groupings. The frames themselves, some gilded, some whitewashed, add visual variety while keeping within the vintage theme. These artworks serve as a gentle reminder of the countryside just beyond the cottage walls. A gallery of decorative blue and white plates. A gallery of decorative blue and white plates turns an empty wall into a striking focal point. Arranged in an artful asymmetrical pattern, the plates vary in size, shape, and pattern from intricate florals to pastoral scenes. Mounted against a pale gray-blue wall, they appear almost like floating artwork. The display adds both texture and storytelling to the space, each piece hinting at its own past. Garden-inspired accessories in every corner. Garden-inspired accessories in every corner blur the line between indoors and out. Small ceramic pots filled with herbs sit on sunny windowsills, while wicker baskets hold freshly cut blooms. Even in the hallway, a painted wooden shrub holds a cluster of dried lavender, infusing the air with a gentle fragrance. The mix of organic shapes and natural materials adds vitality to the home's gentle palette. The sunlit conservatory with indoor plants. The sunlit conservatory with indoor plants serves as a lush retreat. Wicker chairs with blue floral cushions sit beneath a ceiling of exposed white beams. The floor, laid with patterned blue and white tiles, ties the space to the home's overall color story. Natural light floods in from all sides, making the greenery appear even more vibrant. A blue and white reading corner by the window. A blue and white reading corner by the window is as functional as it is beautiful. A small side table holds a reading lamp with a pleated shade, and shelves nearby display a mix of books and small vintage trinkets. Soft curtains frame the view outside, creating a cocoon-like space for quiet moments. Delicate lace and embroidered fabric touches. Delicate lace and embroidered fabric touches are sprinkled throughout the cottage, adding softness and a touch of nostalgia. Lace doilies sit beneath vases, embroidered pillowcases adorn the bed, and even the lampshades feature tiny floral stitching. These tactile details layer over the sturdier vintage furniture, lending a feminine grace that balances the rustic elements. Conclusion. Granny's blue and white English cottage is a study in harmony where each thrifted treasure and design choice contributes to a warm, welcoming atmosphere. This is a space where every object has a purpose and a story, yet nothing feels forced. A perfect reflection of timeless cottage charm.